Hello friends, and welcome to your May 2022 Taroscopes with me, Intuitive Rene. It's always such an honor and a privilege to be here, and I hope you enjoy the content that is coming your way. So what are Taroscopes? What are the monthly Taroscopes, you may be asking? So it is 12 individual readings that are done using the same format, using the same structure, but obviously the reading itself is different, and I do one recording or one reading per sign of the zodiac. And basically, the idea behind these is to give you a little bit of guidance, a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation for the month in question. In this particular case, May 2022. So normally, well, for the last couple of months, I've actually stuck with the same format and done the same kind of reading month for each of the months. But this month, I decided to change it up a little bit. So it is a little bit different from the normal, from the usual. And we're doing a 9-card reading, which is quite a detailed reading. I'm sort of looking at, we get the kind of theme for the month. We look at what you should be avoiding, what you should be embracing, what you need to be watching out for, what action you need to take on something. And then obviously we get a little bit of guidance from Spirit thrown in as well. So there is a lot of information. And obviously the readings are quite broad and quite, I'm almost going to say non-specific, but it's done so that you can apply it to your life regardless of what it is that you're going through. There are, I have to say though, in some of the readings, it does get quite specific as to what you can expect, what you need to do, what you need to watch out for, etc. But they are a lot of fun. And the idea behind them is to just to give you a bit of inspiration, to give you a bit of motivation, and just to help you navigate the month, yourself, your situations, and your circumstances. But it's really to help you be the best version of yourself that you can be. So the videos are put into a private or separate playlist on YouTube so that you can access them whenever you need to. And I do set the intention that it's done for your sun sign, your astrological sun sign, your moon sign, or even your rising sign. So if you know a little bit about your own astrology and you're curious about, on an emotional level, how are you going to be, then you would look at your moon sign, for example. Or if you just want to look up your family members or your children or your partner or whoever it is, you can. You have access to all 12 of the videos. So there will be a May 2022 playlist that you can access and that you can have a look at. And in the description of this particular video, I will have links to the others as well. So you could just, once you've watched yours, you can just open up the description at the bottom and you can go and access all the other zodiac signs as well. And the tarot cards that I'm working with this month, I say tarot cards, but I mean the cards that I'm working with this month is the Tarot of Mystical Moments and I've only got the lid of the box here, difficult to hold, and the Oracle of Mystical Moments. So they do work together, and they work together so well. So this is the pairing that I've chosen to use for our May 2022 forecast readings. So friends, these readings are free. There is absolutely no cost to you at all to access these readings. In exchange, all I ask is for you, if you enjoy the video, to give it a thumbs up. And if it speaks to your heart and soul, just leave me a little comment below. It's always so valued and appreciated. And if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing to my channel. So you get, on my channel, we do week ahead readings every Sunday. They are released for the week ahead. And then once a week on a Thursday, I have changed it from Fridays to Thursdays. So once a week on a Thursday, you will have some kind of inspirational content, whether it be a pick a card reading, whether it be taroscopes, whether it be whatever it is that comes to me. Occasionally there may be a little bit of a walkthrough of a new tarot deck that I've got, or anything that comes to mind. And I love your support. Thank you so much for being here with me. And I'm going to stop babbling, because you're not here to listen to me, you're here to get your insight into the month of May 2022. So we're gonna, this portion of the video that I'm recording right now, that you're listening to right now, is the same for all signs. So I'm recording one intro, which I stick in front of each of the 12 individual readings. So if you do go to watch another reading, it's like, oh, why is she saying the same things? It's because it's the same video. So, so as soon as I stop talking at this point, it'll go straight into the particular zodiac that you are watching, and then you will get your specific reading. I do hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your love and support. And I look forward to connecting with you shortly. Right, Aries, let's get into your reading and let's have a look and see what the month of May 2022 has in store for you. So I am just giving the cards a little bit of a shuffle, just so that there's transparency. And I'm going to lay out all the cards. And once I've laid out the cards, we will turn them over and start the reading. So if you want to fast forward past the shuffling, please feel free to do so. Just want to make sure that the cards are shuffled well. Month of May 2022 for all Aries energies out there. Aries, May 2022. All right. Leaving a space because I'm still going to put an oracle deck in there. There we go. And now just to do the oracle deck. I know it is terribly boring watching me shuffle. Oh my gosh, and I'm looking at the screen and realizing I don't even have it well aligned. I will adjust shortly. So focusing on the shuffling, I'm not actually looking at the screen and making sure that everything is in camera. Right, Aries, taking that card over there as your theme for the month. Okay, good. Let's rearrange everything ever so slightly just to make sure everything fits on camera. Aries, you'd swear I have never done this before. Don't know where I was going with all of this, but there we go. Right, so we got it all laid out. So Aries, as you can see, we are doing a 10-card reading for you. We have got an oracle deck and then we have got the tarot all laid out, ready to go. Let's have a look at the oracle deck and see the month of May 2022 is about moon dance. I love this card, Moon Dance, because, you know, Moon Dance, here she is walking on a tightrope. We've got 3 birds sitting on the I want to say on the fence with her, but sitting on the tightrope with her. She is really balancing on her tippy toes, and then she's got this balloon which actually looks like it is the moon that she's holding on to. So she is out in the moonlight, and you know what, when we're out in the full moon, if you've ever gone and played outside in the moon, you know that there's a bit of a freedom, a bit of a fantasy, a bit of an excitement around it. And this is exactly what the moon dance is all about. It's saying, yeah, you know, we have to be serious during the daylight hours. We have to be serious. We've got responsibilities. There's things that we need to do. But you know what? We can take a couple of minutes every now and again to be silly, to go and play, to go and to almost let that inner child come out within you, and to not always be so fixated and focused on doing the right thing at the right time for the right reasons. So Moon Dance is encouraging you to take advantage of situations, to take advantage of circumstances around yourself, and to just give yourself permission. I love that. To give yourself permission to be free, to be carefree, and to have a little bit of fun. So that is your theme for the month. This is also going to be your theme for the month. So we're going to have a look at these 2 and see what message they come with. But I'm going to leave that one for now. I'm going to jump across now to our first tarot, which is a card that depicts you at the time of this reading. So when I record this reading, it is late in the month of April. It is not May yet. So it's almost like, how are you exiting April? How is April ending off for you? What do you look like as you come out of the month of April? And let's have a look and see what we have. 10 of Swords. You know what? I totally get that. I totally get that. I know we've got a bit of glare. Just I do apologize for that, Aries. So 10 of Swords, you can see what's happening here is she looks a bit pained in her face, but she's also trying to keep it together. She's trying to hold it all together. And around her, all these other hands that are bringing needles and sticking it into her head. It's about the overwhelm of thoughts, the overwhelm of stress and anxiety and panic and fear and, you know, all these to-do lists and everything. It is the card of complete and utter overwhelm. So you're going to find that as you've stepped out of April and as you come into the month of May, you may be feeling a bit stressed, a bit frazzled, a little bit like all over the place. And we can totally see that, and we can totally resonate. That doesn't mean that it's going to carry on for the rest of the month, okay? Because we're obviously going to see as the cards unfold, but that is just almost acknowledging the stress, the feeling, the whatever it is that that you're starting the month of May off with. Okay, this is your theme for the month. So we've already got Moon Dance, which is telling us we need to be a little bit more lighthearted. We need to be a little bit more casual. We need to be a little bit more fun. We need to take time to play. Okay, but let's see the theme for the month of May, what comes through there. We've got the King of Pentacles. I love that. And look at this. He's balancing. I mean, he's got this beautiful, beautiful animal that he's standing on the animal's antlers, okay? And he's standing very confidently up there. He knows that he's not going to fall, and he knows that he's quite confident. So he's definitely, I love the balancing. Can you see that? This balancing act. And I think, Aries, that's quite important for each of you, for each of us, because I'm also Aries. Quite important for us for the month of May, that we're going to have to realize and recognize that during the month, we are going to have to do quite a lot of balancing. We are going to have to do quite a lot of, I almost want to use the word juggling, but it's not juggling, because juggling means that you're holding stuff and trying to throw and catch, and this is just about holding your ground, being, and I know we've been stressed, we've been worried, we've been anxious, we've had a lot of things going on, which has maybe caused us to wobble a little bit in our journeys. But when I look at this King of Pentacles is the card of being very grounded and very secure, sure-footed in your actions and in your activities, even though you're walking a very, very fine line. I'm loving this, actually. Okay, so the theme for the month of May is about making sure that your feet are secure, making sure that you are grounded, that you are connected to earth, that you know what it is you need to do and how you need to do it. There is no winging it this month. Okay, Aries, there is no winging it. There is no just, oh, well, I'm just going to see how it goes and I'll figure it out as it happens. That is not allowed during the month of May. May, we have to be secure, we have to be confident, and we have to know who, what, when, and how. Okay, not so much for other people, but for yourself, most importantly, so that we don't have the stress, so that we don't have this panic and fear that's coming through for us. All right. We're now going to move on to the next card, and this is the card of something that you will accomplish during the month of May. So what will you accomplish during the month of May? And we have got the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is such a fun card. So here you are, you're lying on the grass. We have a lot of outdoors kind of activities taking place here. I am seeing the trend. So here you are lying on the grass. You are watching a scene from your memory, watching a scene from inside your mind where we have got children playing, and we've got these balloons. We've got balloons there as well. Again, childlike kind of theme coming through. So what will you accomplish? Well, you will find peace within yourself. This is almost saying that you will overcome your current stress, and you will find the time to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more casual, but to also reminisce and to also think back to your past. So you're going to bring something from your past back into yourself. That is something that you absolutely will accomplish during the month of May. And I think, Aries, that's quite nice, because she's very relaxed, she's very calm, she's not stressed or worried or anxious at any stage. She's like the complete opposite of our Ten of Swords there. And the Six of Cups, you know, as something that you will accomplish, it means that you're going to make memories. It means that you're going to accomplish peace and tranquility and happiness within yourself without having to do too much externally, which I think is quite great. Okay. The next card that we're going to look at is something that you need to avoid. Something that you need to avoid during the month of May. And what we have here is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands, even though it is the card of celebrating activity and celebrating action and celebrating commitment, I am going to say to you that it's about holding on to structures a little bit too much, because this is something that you need to avoid. So I think this is Spirit saying, Aries, that we need to avoid any long-term commitments, okay? Don't rush into any agreements, don't rush into any contracts, and if you do have to, if you can't avoid it, and if there is any kind of commitment or contracts that you need to sign during the month, just really make sure that you have done your due diligence. Don't take anything for granted. Don't assume that your road is solid, okay? Because remember, we're balancing. That's our theme for the month, is this whole balancing act. And you want to make sure that if you are going to be signing anything, if you are going to be committing to anything, if you are going to be making any kind of guarantees during the month of May, that you are rock solid in what, how, who, etc. Okay? But actually, if you can avoid any kind of commitment, contracts or arrangements or promises during the month of May, I think that would be good, because this is something that you do need to avoid in the month of May. What we have over here, though, is the opposite, is what should you be embracing. So
So we've had the avoid, and this is the embrace. We've got the King of Cups. We've got lots of King energies coming through, Aries. A lot of King energy. So King of Cups, as to what to embrace, is to embrace your emotions, to embrace your feelings, to embrace the things happening within you that actually matter. So this is about commitments externally, okay? So we're not going to sign contracts, or we're not going to make any kind of commitments or promises to other people, but we are going to acknowledge the way that we feel, the way that we are emoting, and the things that truly matter to us. So King of Cups, he's very in control of his emotions. He understands that there's a lot of factors involved. He understands that there's a lot of external kind of circumstances and situations, and he's trying very hard to keep it in control, not only for himself, but for other people as well. So he's definitely about his emotions, and this is definitely something that you need to embrace. So embrace your feelings. Don't be afraid to express it. Don't be afraid to put it out there, remembering your theme of finding that balance. And I think it is about bringing your emotions into balance. We have, if you look at the card here, so his shirt is almost this scene of a sea. We've got a fish, or a whale, I should call it, over here. And here he has a sailboat that he's holding on to. And the waters look quite rough. They look like they're a little bit all over the place. But he is steadying, and he is holding that boat steady regardless of what's happening around him. And this is exactly what you need to do, Aries, in the month of May. But remembering that you're not walking on solid ground, okay? That wherever you're placing your feet, wherever you're going, it's a little bit unsteady, it's a little bit crazy, it's a little bit all over the place. So you need to do whatever you can to keep yourself steady, to keep yourself anchored, and this is what you need to embrace with your emotions. An obstacle that you may need to face during the month, let's have a look. An obstacle that you may need to face, we've got the Page of Cups, and oh, I love the Page of Cups. So here she is looking into this cup, and we have this cute little orange goldfish sort of peering out the cup at her, and she's looking at this cup, and she's going like, who are you? What are you? Why are you in my cup? So she's asking all of those kind of questions. She is curious, okay? Page of Cups is all about curiosity. It's all about questioning, not taking anything at face value, and questioning everything. The reason why this is an obstacle, all right, is because maybe you're going to get so distracted by strange fish in your cup, by strange activities and strange scenarios happening around you, that you're going to miss the point completely. So don't allow yourself to get distracted. So this is an obstacle that you may have to face, is overcoming your ability to get distracted, or how easy it is for you to get distracted. So you've got to, because again, if you're walking, on I almost want to say rocky road, if you're walking on difficult surfaces, a distraction could prove disastrous. Okay, a distraction could absolutely prove disastrous. So an obstacle that you may need to overcome is your curiosity. Okay, the support that's available to you, let's have a look and see. Support that's available to you during the month, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. And I love this because the Seven of Pentacles is about patience. It's about understanding the longevity of a situation. And it's understanding that, you may not get immediate results. You may not see things happening quickly and overnight, but you will start, support that's available to you now is that you will start seeing things come to fruition that you've been working on for a long time. So any kind of thoughts, emotions, projects, scenarios, things that you've been planning or strategizing or working on for a while, you'll start seeing them come to life, but you will also have opportunity to start new things for the future, even though we're not making any commitments. Okay, it doesn't mean that we can't plant the seed. You plant the seed, just saying, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This is about planting the seed and almost making a commitment to somebody that you're going to provide them with crops. So we don't want to be providing anybody with that kind of commitment. But we can certainly start working on old projects, new projects. You will see old projects start coming to life, or bringing you results. And, you could indeed start new projects as long as you don't overcommit and overpromise yourself on those. We're now going to look at an action. And this is an action that you may need to take during the month. So in action, oh, look at that. We've got the Lovers card. I love this Lovers card. So here we have this lady and her bluebird, and they are, not a typical traditional pair, but they do get on so well. They support and love each other so well and so beautifully. There is a little bit of fantasy to the whole message as well. But I think, Aries, what this is saying, an action for you is to express your emotions, to not hold back on your emotions. So anything that you're feeling, whether it's good or bad, whether it's positive or negative, let's not hold and internalize everything. Let's not keep it all inside our heads and just, feel so overwhelmed. It's definitely time to express your feelings and express your emotions. It's time to connect with those like-minded, the people that are important and significant in your life, and to let them know how you're feeling, good or bad. So this is something that you need to act on. This is something that you need to actually carry out, something that you need to work on during the month. And finally, some advice for you from Spirit. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. I love that. So the Nine of Pentacles is the card of abundance and opulence. The Nine of Pentacles is the card that says to you, she's got a fruit basket hat. She's got casino chips for earrings. She's got her bluebird with her as well. And she has got a apple in her hand. So she has everything heart desires and so much more. She has excess. She has an abundance. She has more than she could ever want, need, or desire. And she knows it. And it's not like she's bragging and showing off. She's just enjoying the fruits of her labor. The fruits of her labor. She's enjoying that which she's worked hard at. So Aries, we now have all the cards on display here. And when I look at them all, I look now immediately, I want to say, okay, so what's the common trend here for you in the month? We've sort of got the gist of the reading, okay? The common trend that we have is a combination between the physical, practical kind of stuff that you need to do and your emotions. But I am leaning more towards your emotions for the month of May. So it is about being clear, communicating, clear feeling, clear understanding around your emotions. But I do think it's understanding that, whatever you're doing in the month, we're not going to have solid ground under our feet. So we may feel a little bit unsteady. We may feel a little bit uncertain or unsure of ourselves. But if you keep your emotions in check, because we've got these cards here, which are all the emotion cards. If you could just learn to keep your emotions in check so that you don't run off a tangent or allow fear or stress or anxiety to overwhelm you, if you can keep your fear and your emotions in balance, I think you're going to achieve great success. You're going to have, it's all going to work out for you, but you do need to practice patience as well. Okay, don't forget to practice patience as well, and to not get too caught up in curiosity. And I actually think this is going to be the hard one, Aries. I really do. I think this is going to be the challenge for us because we are naturally curious. So we get bored so easily, and we always want to try new things and experience new things and drop one thing and move into another. We need to stay dedicated and focused. And if we can do that, then we absolutely are going to enjoy the Nine of Pentacles, happiness and success for the month ahead. So Aries, I hope that works for you. I hope that helps and guides you on your journey through the month. It would be interesting to actually go back and have a look and see what April had to say and to see how this relates and how April panned out for you and the way that June, listen to me, gosh, I'm running ahead, how May is going to work out for you as well. And obviously this video is available to you anytime, so come back and watch it as often as you need as a reminder as to what to focus on and what to let go of in the month ahead. So Aries, thank you so much. Lots of love and blessings. And until we connect again, take care.